Hello friends, now let us take up the concept number 8, 18.8 null pointer exception demo. Already many times I explained to you, whenever we create an object R1, a new room 20, 15, 10, like this we create an object. In this, if you analyze that, we can find two elements. The first one is a room R1. As a result of that, what happens? One object reference is created, its name is R1, its type is room, and by default it is pointing null, it is referring null, because we did not initialize that. Now, as a result of this statement, this part of the statement, what will happen? One object is created on the heap 15, 10. Where it is created? It is created on heap. This is created on stack. How you can identify? Actually, a runtime, at the time of execution, anything is created that is created on heap. That point you must remember. So, objects are created on heap, and it does not have any name. On heap we cannot assign any names to them. So, how you can identify? You can identify it is room class object, that is all. Room class object, that means its the type is room, that much you can understand. It is like Ram Mohan's son, that is all. Here we cannot give any name for this, that is why we made this arrangement of object reference. So, this is object reference, this is the real object, real stuff, real thing. Already many times I gave this example. This is the paper part of the kite, this is the string. Actually, independently they have no use. Now, what, because of this assignment, what is happening? This is happening. This is the paper part of the kite, this is the string, both are being linked up. Then it will be, it is treated as one. One thing I am telling you, string is a different item, one item, and kite, paper part of the kite is a different item. When you link up, you never treat them as two, you always treat them as one. My kite is, my string is, but once you link up, you treat as one element. This many times I explained to you, but you must register this concept in mind. Many students are having confusion over this always. So, this is object reference, this is object. Now, until this assignment is made by default, object reference by default it points to null, it points to null whenever we assign that this position, whatever I explained, that is created, that you know. Here one rule is, until unless an object reference is assigned, initialized with a value, initialized with the corresponding value, it should not be used for any purpose. That means, if you use this at this stage, if you use this one and all that, then it is a runtime exception. Runtime exception. That is why an exception is thrown, exception object is thrown from the try block, then its name is null pointer exception. As I told you already, all the exceptions are classified into groups depending on the nature, and for them a self explanatory name is given. Where is object, the corresponding class should be there, understand. So, you understand the class name, thereafter you should imply that an object of that class is thrown from the try block. So, normally we do not use voluntarily, no programmer uses that. If he does not know the principle, I do not know, but normally we do not use, but sometimes by inadvertence it may happen. In such case, null pointer exception is thrown, we take proper measures to rectify that. For that purpose, this is null pointer exception is given. Just I have given a simple demo, you try to understand that. Now, here string S, now Ekalavya. Here what I am doing voluntarily, because in order to show this thing I am assigning to null. Here you see originally string S Ekalavya, that means you just imagine it, this is Ekalavya, this is created on a string pool, and S, this is the position. Now, L is equal to 0, L we have created for the sake of knowing the length of the string. Length means number of characters in the string. Now, in the try block what you did, S is equal to null. Null means now what is happening, originally it is that, now it is this is null, understand. Now, contextually I am telling you, what about this? Actually this is referring to this. Now again you assign a null to that, then what is the status of that? It is, you try to recall, it is a kite in the sky without the string, that means it is a garbage. It is a garbage, and a garbage collector will collect it and recycles the memory, that is why the memory is cleared. Of course, that is a different issue. Now, as a result of this the S is referring null, that means we should not use that for any purpose. But here we are using S length method. Actually string class provides us a length method which is meant for finding the length of the string, and means number of characters in the string. S dot length is equal to L. This statement is correct, but you should not use, because at this time it is pointing to null. As a result of that, what happened? Now here SOP statement we have written to write the length of it. Here the problem is, if this statement is not there, it is correct, no exception is thrown, but as a result of this statement one exception is thrown from this. Now just you have to imagine this, one exception is thrown. Immediately after try block, what we put? One catch block we put. In catch block, what is the probable exception may be thrown from this situation, we know. For that purpose, we put it as a null pointer exception E. Null pointer exception is meant for, created for the to satisfy this type of situation, to face this type of situation. Now, as a result of that, this receives that. Now, here in body what we have written, one SOP statement is written, exception is caught. Thereafter, you have to know about this toString. Already I explained about the toString. ToString is object class method. That means this exception class overrides it for its purpose. As a result of that, because of SOP, E string and all that, it describes what type of error? Java, lang, null pointer, exception. Here the specific line is specified, and as a result of the two string it will describe what type of error. Now, what is type of java dot lang dot null pointer exception that is printed, and thereafter end of the program whatever one line we have written after catch block also that also is printed. In this way, this is a simple experiment, and I would like to introduce one type of exception to you, and this is the modus operandi of using exception classes in the appropriate situations.